If it wasn't important, I would not be back, as we're here on the 7th of April and Mercury is moving direct again. And I had this thought come to me, so let's get off script immediately. We don't rise to our goals, but we fall back to our habits. And I think that's beautiful, especially as Saturn will be dipping into Aries this upcoming year, and we have the South Node in Virgo for the upcoming 18 months. If you don't have a plan, where are you going, man? And that South Node in Virgo, so those habits, are they something you can fall back on so you can grow? Okay, back to the script. Because, sorry, sweetheart, there is a lot to digest here as we're off to the full moon in Libra on 23 degrees. And this is kind of like the first breather after that whole eclipse season, as all the planets will be kind of out of retrograde. Venus will be moving direct like 41 minutes later, 2 past 3 local Amsterdam time, but will be in its shadow phase. And in its shadow phase, it will be overlapping the shadow phase of Pluto, which will be moving retrograde on the 4th of May. But I can make a separate video about all the outer planets which are following Pluto as they're going out of their current sign into a new sign and back in. And we're going to include the asteroids too, because if we include the asteroids and their retrogrades, baby, it will get very clear that this will all be lasting until 2027. But stay till the end because I have something to say about the part of fortune. But I have to say all these things first so you can understand that. Remember? Either way, leave a comment. Should I make like a video about all these outer planets or should I make the aspect video first? Like, help a girl out. I'm just getting out of my cocoon too. As we're going back to that full moon in Libra on 23 degrees, let's dissect it, as Libra is the sign of partnerships and relationships and balance. Are you balanced in your relationships? How you portray yourself in relationships and how those relationships portray on you, as you are the 5 people you hang out with the most. And this is a peak of a lunar cycle as the moon will be in an opposition. So let's say we went to Capricorn season, and in Capricorn season we had a last quarter. The goal is our future goals, our legacy, our, well, that, our name, whatever, Mercury, but that. And we need to let go of some relationships in order to achieve that, in order to get to our goals, because it's all about reaching and achieving our goals. But now we are here, and for you are important, you are the most important, which we'll be talking about with Venus. What? Emotionally, are you satisfied? So peak of a cycle, we may have something to celebrate, like I really let go and look at me now, or we may be a little bit emotional because you didn't really let go, but at least you know, at least you know. And this year is really a year to let go. Remember, number 9, as we're off to that 23 degrees, the Aquarian degree. So acting like a Libra, balanced, democratic, like, okay, for me, because it's my life, actually, acting like an Aquarian. It may be a little bit rebellious, it may be a little bit innovative, but it's future thinking and it's for the community. Maybe it is leaving the community because you are being a rebel, but it's for you. Who's going to pay your rent? Who's going to put food on the table? Who's going to give you who? It's you, sweetheart. Or we're going to talk about it in a bit, but do it for the innovation. Do it for the future thinking. Do it for you, sweetheart. As we're off to that opposition. And that opposition is, always kind of like a strain. Because this is now with our being, our yin and our yang. I don't know which one is what, but our yin and our yang. So our being here, energetic, and our feeling, intuitive, inside, emotional, our emotions. Hello, but this obstacle is for growth and our achievements. And I have been preparing us for this. I have been telling everyone, a change is coming. And the greatest example of them all, I'm sorry, but it is Trump. Because it was like 8 years ago he came into office, right? And he was like, China this and China that. And now he's back and he's like, China this and China that. I heard the intonation change. That's that Pluto coming out of the old and the traditions and the stagnant and going into the new, the innovative, that And we all have those moments. And there's nothing wrong with saying, oh, my bad, I was wrong. Just know you're wrong. Just know you don't know anything yet. But yeah, this obstacle is for growth and achievements. So overcome these obstacles, make it something to celebrate. And if it isn't this year, I am giving you time. I am giving you windows of time, but it's actually right here, right now that you have to make changes so you can see them next year with the next full moon. But we have to, either way. And this opposition with the sun. The sun is exalted in Aries still after that solar eclipse. And you know what the funny thing is with solar eclipses? People are like, don't charge your crystals, or don't charge your whatever, yoni, don't charge in the solar eclipse because the energy is 10 times stronger. Don't you want to be 10 times stronger? Just do it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just more intense. But even after the solar eclipse, which may have been intense, the sun is still exalted in Aries. It's still springtime. It's still time to go out and shine. Just start. Just go. Just do. And this time, with the solar eclipse, 29th of March, we came out without swinging. Because this is actually, this is actually who you are. How do you present yourself when you're coming out without swinging? Well, I know a lot of people, like I went back for a minute, right? And I didn't go online, but this whole YouTube, I just did it because I felt like it. And when I'm not online, people approach me and are like, can you read my thingy for me? And I'm like, yes, I can. Without swinging. Just do you, boo. Who are you? With the sun, dominant phrase I am. Aries, dominant phrase I am. And I find it very important this upcoming year to start really looking into things. And I know some people don't have their exact birth time, or they don't have their birth time at all. So you have these whole houses. But now is a time to start analyzing. Dominant phrase I analyze. South node, start analyzing your statistics, to break those statistics and say, okay, this is me, this is this is whatever. So where is that 23 degrees in Libra for you? Let's say 23 degrees in Libra is in your 4th house with your supposed birth time, or not knowing your birth time, but knowing your birthplace and whatever. If you don't know your birthplace, I can't help you, sorry. I can't help you yet, but you have to ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. But let's say you have Libra in your stagnant 4th house on 23 degrees is what I'm telling you, and you feel it's more like a 5th house thing. You have to start analyzing who you are, and how you act, and how you want to present yourself to the world, how you want to be. Remember what I said last video? Life is not about finding yourself. I need to find what time I was born. It's about creating yourself. So take all the pseudosciences life has to offer you to start analyzing who you is and who you ain't without swinging. And you know what the funny thing is? I just love all this analyzing stuff. And if you know how old I am, you already know I have my Chiron in Virgo. And I got called a know-it-all, like the Virgo or the Leo, whatever, and I was triggered. And like emotions, being triggered doesn't mean you're angry. It doesn't mean you're sad. Emotions can also mean you're happy. Being triggered can also mean you feel triggered to, like, you know what, I am a know-it-all. And maybe I should be somewhere where my knowledge is needed. Not appreciated, but needed. Where are you needed? Where are your services needed? Analyze yourself. Because this sun on 23 degrees, again the Aquarius degree, will be in a conjunction with Chiron, our wounded healer in Aries. And in Aries, it's that child wound. And that's why I was talking about my Chiron in Virgo. Since a child, I was told, you're a know-it-all, you're a show-off, you're a this, you're a that. Maybe I am. And maybe I need to go to places and do the things that really, really bring me to where this body, this life is supposed to be bringing me. Still dissecting, still analyzing. Don't mind me, but I'm trying to be kind of like an example, you know? And in this conjunction, with Chiron, it's the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. Oh, I missed saying that. The end of an old cycle, beginning of a new cycle. Either way, look at your Chiron and where it hurts for you, and do not be forgetful like the Pisces. It's very easy to be like, oh, I didn't know, oh, I forgot, oh, I victimizing yourself. That's something we're not going to do anymore. Neptune been in Aries. Not going to talk about it again. Maybe going to find a video in which I did. What? A conjunction is actually quite favorable, depending on other aspects. And as we are in this conjunction on 23 degrees, again, we have that opposition on 23 degrees. Luckily, it will last like 7.5 minutes, as the moon will be shifting like degrees every 7.5 minutes. But the moon will be shifting degrees every whatever. It's a short, but it's there. It may make you feel a little bit emotional, make you feel a little bit moody, may make you feel all those moon things and stuff, but it's that child wound. Look up where it is, well, what it is, and stop playing the victim. Accept it, because that conjunction is strong, beneficial to your sun, to your being. The moon in that opposition in combination with is our emotions. So we may think, we may say it's not fair. Remember that whole talk I said about Machiavelli, but we may also approach it like with a stoic feel and say it is what it is, it ain't what it ain't. We may also feel it with a utilitarian feel for the greater good of the majority. I don't know any other philosophies right now, but we're getting there and getting out of the cocoon. But what's your philosophy? Philosophy ruled by Jupiter. Old ruler is Jupiter, North Node. Stick to that philosophy. So yeah, had to go hard on that Chiron. Didn't talk about Chiron on being over there, but surprise. The only aspect the full moon will be having after this, it will be the conjunction with Lilith. And Lilith is actually in Scorpio, and I was so excited to talk about it. So I talked about it with myself, girl interrupted. But Lilith in Scorpio, we didn't talk about it, so let's talk about it real quick right now. Scorned woman, suppressed things. Scorpio, dominant phrase, I desire, things we keep in the dark, maybe in your 8th house. It's still on 1 degrees, so don't worry about it. But Lilith, Scorpio, don't care about degree, but I've been suppressing my desires. I've been suppressing my desire to be a know-it-all. Maybe I should be a professional know-it-all. Maybe you should. Explore your options. What are the skill sets that you have? What kind of service can you bring? And have you been dreaming of it? Make your dreams come true, honey. If you really desire it, go for it. Who's stopping you? And the same with those relationships. You know how hard I went about that? What did I say? The penguin. Oh, I wanted to say something about that too, like with that Jupiter in Gemini. Please, before it moves into Cancer on the 9th of June, remember, like with the penguin, right? He got some issues, and I could say, I could take care of your issues. But if I take care of your issues and I go away at the end of the day, it's my problem. Just like when a bird falls out of a nest and you say like, oh, let me touch the bird. It's your problem now. You touched it last, it's your problem. So be careful with the things you touch. And Gemini, here, there, everywhere with the hands, grab. Stop before you have to start caring for that stuff. And Jupiter cycles 12 years, so just saying. Pineapple cranberry juice. But the only aspect the full moon will be making is with Lilith and Scorpio, which we did not talk about. So what are your true desires? Not just because it's thrown in your lap. Like, be very quick. I've got quick reflexes. Let's talk about this thing. Ruling the full moon will be a Venus. And Venus, like I said, will be moving retrograde during the full moon and 41 minutes later. So 41 minutes, 7.5 minutes. I'm not that quick. I think 7. It will be 6 degrees further. And we say a conjunction or another aspect is like up to 3 degrees, right? So, yeah. Venus will be moving direct after that thingy and is exalted in Pisces. But there's a lot to look at when you're talking about astrology, because yes, Venus is exalted in Pisces. I have love for you and I have love for you and I can take care of you and give me that bird and give me that bird. But at the end of the day, are you a bird mom? No, you're a human mom. So yeah, stop that. Just because you can give doesn't mean you should give, because it's a number 9 year, a year of letting go in order to grow. Next year will be in a number 1 year. So when Venus will be exalted in Pisces again, it's another story for that time. You can dissect it yourself. I just told you the layout. The only thing you have to do is analyze. Either way, I love giving you the layout. I love doing it for you, but I have to take my time. I'm going to get back to it in Taurus season. But let's look at what Venus is up to during that full moon. Pam Gregory does this too. She's lovely. Look at the ruling planets. Look at the degrees. Make it exact and specific to you. And one thing too, like if 23 degrees in Libra is in your 4th house and 24 degrees is like the end of the 4th and the beginning of the 5th, don't worry, the opposite is the same, exactly the same. 24 degrees of Aries will be the end of your 10th house and the beginning of your 11th house. Just want to throw that out there. But ruling this full moon is Venus, and what is Venus up to? She will be on 24 degrees, stationary, so like drilling in that 24 degrees, which is the Pisces degree, 1, 2, 3, 12, plus 12, 24, Pisces degree. Learn from me. Such a know-it-all. (24 degrees, Pisces degree, and there will be in a faint conjunction with Saturn. And we talked about this, like a conjunction is up to 3 degrees, and Saturn will be on 25 degrees, the Aries degree. I achieve my dreams for me. For me, there's that. And the fully evolved Aries degree is not the 1 degree, it's not the 25. Oh yeah, or it's the 25th degree. Leo has 3 degrees. Leo has 7 degrees, 17 degrees, no. 5 degrees, 17 degrees, and 29 degrees. Because that's just how the clock goes. Don't ask questions, just... But we'll get to it. Saturn is on 25 degrees. Okay, we don't really care. The North Node will be on 27 degrees, remember this. And 27 degrees is the Gemini degree. Gemini here, there, everywhere. Fun, 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 fun. You have so much assets, Gemini, but focus for once. Because if the North Node is on 27 degrees, the South Node is on 27 degrees. And yeah, there are a whole lot of other things, but we'll have this faint square with the part of fortune. And guess where the part of fortune will be on the full moon. And the part of fortune, I also dreamt about this last night, moves as quick as the ascendant. So the ascendant shifts every 2.5 hours, and the part of fortune shifts every 5 minutes, and that's also like every 2.5 hours. So this is a very specific point. I'm sorry I have to bring it to you at the end of the video, but you had to get it to get it. This very specific point that will be there for maximum 5 minutes will be in a T-square. Yeah, and T-squares are quite important, remember? Like, that's when you get those whole moon wobbles in the middle of eclipse seasons, and we're like, what's happening? Well, part of fortune, you may be like, oh, what's happening? Best believe, I mean, what time is it? 2:21 or something? Yeah, 2:21. We'll have that full moon. If you have this sudden surge, like I just had in my dreams last night about the quote and like the counting and stuff, write it down. maybe the part of fortune was there like yesterday too or something, and I had this idea like, ooh, be a know-it-all, get this knowledge, and that's my thing. But you know what it is with a part of fortune? It's the qualities you need to embrace in order to achieve your goals. The house shows you where the pot of gold is, and the sign describes how you achieve it. Gemini, here, there, everywhere, has a lot of qualities, but needs to focus where you put that Jupiter. It will not be in a conjunction with Jupiter. Wait, give me a minute. 13th to 21. I got you. No, Jupiter is on 27 degrees, so 17. But yeah, that's what I had to say. That's what I wanted to say. And I thought it was very necessary. And like I said, like, I got you, but in Taurus season, I still need to, I just cleaned my room, well, my house. Well, it's been very hectic. Like, everything's been falling apart. And I came across this friend the other day, and she told me, like, if you're really feeling like I am, you don't look like it. And remember what that lady on Instagram said, don't look like the mess that you were in.